Hello and happy Tuesday to you. Let's dig right into our Tuesdays 5-a-day for week 26. We had to figure out the intensive pronoun for the sentence they gave us, they provided us. We needed to figure out all of the situations we could expect to be tranquil. We needed to list 5 words that go with the affix min, which means, of course, less or smaller. And then we had to figure out the vague pronoun, circle that, and then rewrite the sentence so where we don't question who or what the vague pronoun is talking about. And then we have to choose the matching analogy for water is to pipe. Okay, so let's dig in. Number 1, the intensive pronoun. They blank completed all of the chores. So remember, an intensive pronoun is a pronoun that emphasizes basically the subject or the antecedent of the sentence. So in this case, we have they. They is our subject. So our pronoun has to reflect that. But of course, an intensive pronoun is the pronoun that reflects the subject or the antecedent plus self or selves. They is a plural subject, so of course it will be selves. So they themselves completed all of the chores. They themselves completed all the chores. All right, so let's go down. Which of the following would you expect to be tranquil? So, of course, you have to know what the word tranquil is. And if you look it up, you'll find buzzwords like peaceful, quiet, calm. So now we have to figure out all of those situations that they've given that you would expect to be tranquil. So let me grab my pen. So, country scene, yep, that would definitely be tranquil, nice and calm. A rose garden, yep, that would be nice and calm. A spa, definitely nice and calm. An action movie, not so much. So those are our 3 situations right there that would be considered tranquil. Okay, so 5 words that we could list. Here are just some examples. Of course, these are not the only ones that you can have. These are just some examples I'm throwing out there. And I bet you have better ones than I do. So I have minute, minute, miniature. I have diminish. Remember, the affix does not have to be at the beginning of the word. It doesn't have to be at the end of the word. It can be smack dab in the middle. Okay. So I have a word that's diminutive. And then minimize. Those are just some examples for you. Okay, so we have our vague pronoun. We have to circle that and then rewrite the sentence so that its meaning is clear. Sometimes when you guys took your test on Friday, some of you forgot to circle that vague pronoun. Don't forget to do that. That's a point taken off. Okay, so when I tried to remove the lid from the jar, it broke. Okay, so we have it is the vague pronoun. I'll just underline it so you can see it. It is the vague pronoun. We don't know what it is in the situation. Is it the lid or the jar that broke? Okay, so it can be either in this situation. It just have to make sure I know what it is when you retype it or rewrite it. So here's mine. I'm going to make the lid break. So the lid broke and I tried to remove it from the jar. Okay, so if you have something like when I tried to remove the lid from the jar broke. When I tried to remove the lid from the jar, The lid broke, or you can do it like this. The jar broke when I tried to remove the lid from it. Okay. So any of those situations are great because you have made me aware of what it actually is, which thing broke. Okay. So we have our analogy. So we have water to pipe. A pipe's job is to get water from one place to the next. So you kind of have a job situation. Okay, so is an artery's job to get blood from one place to the next? No. Excuse me, let me say that backwards. Is a blood's job to get an artery from one place to the next? Nope. Is a bottle's job to get wine from one place to the next? No. To deliver it from one place to the next. Is a vein's job to get blood from one place to the next? Maybe, but we have to check the next one. Is a nozzle's job to get a hose from one place to the next? No, definitely not. A nozzle turns the water on and off from a hose, but it doesn't take the hose from one place to the next. So in this situation, this is our matching analogy right here. So water is to pipe as blood is to vein. Okay, there's Tuesday. Like usual, call me or text me if you have a question about it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.